Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at MEDevice Insider Live here at MEDevice Boston 2025. I'm here with Suzy, co-founder of BDMT Global. Suzy and I were just chatting about how to help companies from that sales and marketing growth strategy standpoint, but really, how do you improve their success rates of bringing a product and technology to markets? Why don't you tell us a little bit more about how you're helping specifically in those areas?
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks
Yeah,
for having us. And so business development is all about helping innovators come to the market where they can grow and expand. And obviously, it's really important to have a great technology, but what's more important is to have meaningful story and really meaningful background to make sure that the leaders and patients and the community understand what it means to them. So we create an opportunity where we can make sure that technology and innovators and leaders come together and discuss how we can improve and solve the problems that we see in the market
sure.
as the healthcare challenges. So we work with the innovators and like an event like this today, and we're trying to have one place where we can all just talk about how we can improve our, the challenges that we face.
Okay, so that's a really good higher level overview. Let's dive into the details here because you already helped bring over a few OEM founders to MEDevice Insider Live, where we were talking about their technology, their stories. So let's use one of them as an example here, because here you are, you're getting them exposed to this ecosystem here in the greater Boston area. But other than having them tell their story and pitch their products, who else are they looking to meet here at the show?
So we have about 10 innovators this time. This is our first launch in Boston.
Wow.
So we try to be creative. We try to create the portfolio of the lines of companies, innovators who has from diabetics to robotics and to diagnostic and dementia and all kinds of different areas of disease that we always worry about. And so they are here to meet a lot of different partners and try to find a way to make sure that we work together to bring the innovation into the life. So I've been in this industry for over 20 years, and I've been working with large companies as well as emerging companies. And I see there is a gap between doctors, for example, patients, or innovators who is developing amazing technologies, but it's not out there. So the global leaders or the big companies, they're not really finding the technology in the best possible way. Today, for example, we had a Dr. AJ Blood, who is a cardiologist, but he's also working with the innovators for clinical studies. We have a Carl Storza, North America CEO came,
Oh, great.
and he is actually looking for some of the technology that really can help in operation room, for example.
Sure.
And so we try to find the right technology and then for right doctors or right distribution or right companies that who's really looking for the innovative technology. So because that means it's a collaboration, we're working together to
Yeah.
find exactly what they need and to find the problems that we're trying to solve.
Yeah, that is super targeted, very strategic. So now, what about sponsors of the future here? Tell us a little bit about SOF and what that vision looks like.
Yeah, so earlier, and I don't know if you were able to listen, but one of the speakers that mentioned how important, how different it is in the US market, and how you really have to understand the ecosystem in the US and how that actually works. Not only just the technology and times, but OEM is great, right? It's to enter the US market and expand. And so when you go to OEM market versus a different way, there are a lot of different ways to really penetrate the market that you're trying to launch a great technology. But the most important thing is at the end of the day, it's really about patient and community, what it means to us. Innovation is great, but what it means to you, what it means to me,
Yeah.
and how make our life easier and better, that's the end goal.
Right.
And so I've been working with the healthcare companies and innovators for over 20 years. And oftentimes I realize we forget the end goal. The end goal is community. It doesn't have to be always patient because we always try to see have a better, healthier life. So it can be just all of us. We create a space of the future where it's a ecosystem that we try to connect everybody together with the community in mind.
Mm.
So we work with the neurodivergent community and we work with the neurotypical community, and we try to highlight inclusivity, education, and advocate. So we're trying to work with the spouse of the future and the community where it needs a little more support,
Mhm.
and maybe the caregivers and or kids with more special ability. And
Yeah.
we're trying to find a way to support more programs I know this is kind of real high level, but if you want to learn more about SOFs
Yeah.
of the future, you can go. But it's really about bridging the gap between healthcare innovators in our community, and BDMT Global and SOF is all about, again, helping our communities better with
Yeah.
innovators and global leaders to bridge the gap, because we all have to work together.
Okay. As we wrap things up here, Suzy, what's the best way to get in touch with you? If you wanted to be a part of BDMT, if you had a company, or if you were a potential partner that wanted to get involved and work with some of the companies that you guys are working with, what's the best way to get in touch with you, Suzy?
It's Suzy, SIM, at BDMT Global.
Yeah.
You can always contact us, or here LinkedIn, Suzy Im at BDMT Global is also easy to find.
Yep.
And we are connected, so you can easily find me. If you have any needs for, or if you want to donate or sponsor our community organization, that's also great.
Fantastic. Suzy, thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations on everything. And I will look forward to keeping in touch with you and following your journey and the amazing work you're doing at BDMT.
Thank you. Thank you so much.